Hey guys, what's going on? Hope you're having a good Friday. So I've been asked to do a couple of videos about different things. This is my notifications thing here, so you can see I get different notifications from people. And so the first one I want to address is, can you do a similar video but on the LottoX results? So this is talking about the video I just did, showing Jason Bond going from 2K to 25K, showing every single trade. If you haven't seen that video, I'll leave a link in the description. You can go and check it out. It's really good. There's a sale on until Monday the 17th, so a few more days and then you can get 70% off, and it's a fantastic service. Really good. The only other service that I would say is better at the moment, and I'm going to plug it because it's my own and with Lance from Theta Traders, is this service that we're offering. We're doing a webinar about it starting around July 24th, but sign up now, make sure you get your place. Basically, Lance has won the last 95 trades in a row on it. I've never lost taking any of these trades, which is amazing. We're calling it the consistent passive profit system. It's kind of in contrast to things like Jason Bond's small account challenge and LottoX, because it's really like a steady, really high win rate. 99%, 100% almost. I hate to say 100%, but I've never lost. Lance has never lost over a significant sample size. And it's like a service that we're launching, but in the webinar we're going to talk about exactly what it is, how we do it. It's really fantastic. It's a good place to put your profits from other services, right? So if you're in Jason Bond's service, if you're in LottoX, if you're in Sidekick Traders, wherever, if you want to put your profits from that into this system, or consistent passive profit system, I think you'll find it's extremely valuable. It's better than any business model I've ever seen. It's better than rentals. It's better than basically starting e-commerce stores. It's fantastic. So definitely check it out. I'll put a link in the description below. Put your email in. You'll receive some emails from me about it. There's some testimonials on this page and things as well. People are calling it free money. That's how I feel. That's what I do. I'm convincing my wife slowly over time to put more and more money into this system, because it really is the best way I've found over 10 years of trading to make consistent, relaxed income. And the key word there is relaxed. Like, you place these trades and you just don't care. They just work, Totally different from like, oh my God, is the market going to go up? Oh my God, it's tanking overnight. My positions are going crazy. So yeah, definitely check this out. I'll leave a link in the description. But let's get started on the content for the video. So the question was, can you do a similar video but with the LottoX results? Can you see the past few months of results in the trading archives to the left? So I'm an elite member of Raging Bull. I've been a huge fan of them. I've promoted their services because I use them and love their services over the last probably 5 years plus now. I've stuck with them through thick, through thin. I've followed every trade, every guru, every service. And so LottoX is a service that was originally started by Ben Sturgill, I think. Things are quite complicated now, so I might be getting mixed up. But LottoX was, it was a Ben Sturgill, and he left, and he passed the baton on to Ethan Harms. Ethan's a younger guy. He has been alerting every Thursday. So if we click on the LottoX room right here. By the way, all of these can be found on sale, and I'll leave a link in the description below. There's a 70% off sale for everything until Monday. So you can get these services for 70% off, which is awesome. So LottoX. I actually have a review for LottoX. Let's go and find it, and I can kind of show you. So my guess is if I type in LottoX review, somewhere in there it will be a page I have. Here we go. So I'm number 2 here, Raging Bull, Ben Sturgill. So we click on this one. This is what you get with LottoX. Ethan Harms is now running it rather than Ben. I should probably update this article. It's a very cheap service, very low cost. It's 0 DTE trades that have a really, well, it's one, technically I'd say it's 1 day to expiration. They call them 0 day, but it's 1 day to expiration. So they come out on a Thursday around lunchtime, and then you're supposed to buy them and then hold them overnight. So I'll leave this link as well for you to come and check out all this stuff as well. Let's see. And so here's the thing. These are really volatile. Sometimes they'll go up from $1 to $15 overnight on these contracts. They're all option contracts. This is an example with NVDA, which is 1400% overnight. But it's a little bit like angel investing. A lot of the ones that you take will be duds, but the occasional one will more than make up for it. This is the problem though, and this kind of comes back to a question I've been asked recently, which I'm going to do a whole video about, but it's also worth addressing. Steve is asking, what are the best 5 alert systems you would make the most money with if you wanted to make the best amount of money? Hopefully one day it gets made. So many systems to choose from. The problem is, and this is, LottoX is a prime example of this. If you do every single LottoX as it's supposed to be done, you could make a ton of money. No promises, but you could. The problem is, as soon as, one person might take this one and they'll get a $1 to $15 move, and they're like, wow, this is the best thing ever, wow, I made so much money. But if you, say, jump in the other 3 that didn't work, here's an example. I've been keeping track records of these things. This is a while ago now, the start of this year. You could end up something like this one, which is expired worthless. So for example, AMD puts around here, they expired worthless. This one didn't trigger, so it didn't really get in. So if you just took the AMD puts in LottoX, you'd be like, oh, this sucks, I lost all my money, all my $67 or whatever you put into this particular one. But if you took this one and made 600%, you're like, this is the best service, this makes me the most money, this is amazing. Or, so you can see, like, in one particular week, this is how varied it is. If you're the unlucky one that takes the AMD ones and nothing else, then you hate the service and call it a scam and report them and all sorts of nonsense. But if you take all the other ones, which were the huge winners, 860%, 600%, then you love this service and it's fantastic. The difficulty comes here is producing a realistic expectation and track record, right? Because you see the problem, because nobody's going to buy, or at least I try to when I take these trades, I try and buy a bit of all of them. Even if you position differently though, even if you take a bigger position in the losing ones and a smaller position in the winning ones, your results are still skewed. So this question about, like, can you do a similar video about the LottoX results? It's almost impossible. And you could do what Raging Bull would love me to do, which is to take every single one and look at the maximum profit and the maximum loss. But that's not realistic. It depends when you get in, when you get out. Like, it depends on which ones you take, if you take all of them. So it's very difficult for it to, like, have a proper track record for some of these systems. It's very difficult. And so what I ended up doing with LottoX, I haven't played it a lot recently. In fact, I haven't done anything with it for ages, is I would just scalp them. So I would just scalp them for 10, 20% the same day and call it quits. I wouldn't look for it 600%, 800%, because what would happen is it would keep me out of losing trades. It would stop me from getting these huge wins, but it would also be very consistent. And consistency, again, coming back to this, we want consistency. Consistency is what keeps you doing something. If you're not consistent with something, you end up giving up on it, right? You end up moving on to something else. So you got to be consistent. If every trade you take makes you 10%, perfect, you'll keep at it. It's just, repetitive, it's easy. The problem with LottoX is it's not consistent unless you do the scalping idea, where you just scalp these as soon as they go up. You just take a basket of them, you juggle them. As soon as the whole thing is up 10, 20%, just cash out and you're done. That's the best way, in my opinion, to play LottoX, but I haven't been playing it since Ethan took over. Not because I don't think he's any good or anything, just because I just haven't had the time. I've got so much else going on. To look into the question a little bit more, let's see if there's a track record available. I don't think there is for these reasons, as it's too difficult. So yesterday we had these 0 DTE trades. Again, I call them 1 DTE because you buy them Thursday, they expire Friday, right? So you buy them Thursday around lunchtime. Let's see what people have been saying on the right here. So today's Friday, right? So these should be coming into fruition or being destroyed. Let's see what people are saying. So people are saying is Netflix 455s. Oops. Let's look and see what the trades were. So out half of Netflix 275 from 156. So I don't know. See, this is the problem. Like, out half a Netflix one. So this one obviously worked, which is great. Again, none of this really gives you a track record. I wish it could give you a proper track record, but it's not kept properly. And the reason is everybody plays them slightly differently. Let's see what other people, anybody still holding Riven, any hope? So I'm guessing Riven is being destroyed. I haven't looked. So Amazon, new high of the day. So what you'll find is most of them will tank miserably and a few of them will absolutely rip. And you'll be doing fantastic if you got the ones that ripped. I would say LottoX, if you want to play it, scalp them same day. As soon as take a basket of them, take the same size position in all of them, take the profits within 20 minutes, an hour, be done. That's my opinion. That's how I played them. That's how it works for me. In terms of actual having a track record, I don't see a track record, unfortunately. And I know that seems bad, it seems like there's something to hide, but it's just the nature of the game. Again, there's really no track record. Looking through here, chat rooms, elite. Nope, no track record whatsoever in terms of LottoX. Now, the name kind of implies that, right? LottoX. It's a lotto. It's their lottos. Some of them will go to zero, some of them will 500%. You've got to like that style of trading. You've got to be able to handle that risk and manage that risk if you want to take LottoX trades, I think, in my opinion. So hopefully that kind of answers your question. J Tama, can you do a similar video but on the LottoX results? Unfortunately, I can't. There is no results. A while back, they gave me a bunch of results which showed everything that had moved 100% or more, which is great. There was a lot of them, but it's not the full picture. So unfortunately, there isn't any trading archives for LottoX. I wish they would do it. It would be good. And I think I actually did do some videos on this as well. If I find them, I'll try and put them in the description for you guys as well. I think that'll be useful. LottoX is something I think you spend half an hour listening to Ethan talking on a Thursday, and then they also, at least they had an upsell, which was like a 0 DTE, like 0 hour to expiration on a Friday, which we must be getting close to. I'm not sure if they're still doing that or not, and it's not clear from here. Let's see whether they're still doing that. But it was like the last hour to expiration on a Friday. I don't see it here. Let's see if there's any information. There's very little information in LottoX. Really, there's LottoX Room, which is what we're looking at in video lessons right here. 0 DTE recap Friday session, July 14th. Okay, so let's have a look at this. It's 26 minutes long, so I don't want to listen to the whole thing. But let's just have a quick look. Looks like Netflix gapped up big overnight. And I'm assuming Netflix was one of their picks. I don't know. This is the type of recaps that you get, you know, in the dashboard and things, which is good. But overall, LottoX is definitely not my favorite. I think something that would be my favorite would be the small account challenge from Jason Bond. I think that's really good. Bullseye Trades Weekly is good. You're not going to make as much from Bullseye Trades Weekly as you would from the small account challenge. The small account challenge is just, it's insane. I mean, Jason really, like all the haters that were saying Jason Bond, blah, 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 you know, like basically they're all just kind of got egg on their face now because Jason is just killing it over and over. Oh, Jeff Williams here. Let's see, Jason Bond stuff, small account journey, small account. So a few months ago, people were basically telling, you know, Jason that he's like a scam artist and like he's useless. Well, look at this. He's turned $2,000 into $25,000 since April. It's ridiculous. It's 1174% returns. Absolutely crazy. I have no doubt he's going to continue because now he can take losses, which is really cool. He's actually able to take losses and still continue. The win rate is still ridiculously high. It's really good. So if I had one recommendation, it wouldn't be LottoX. It would be Small Account Journey by Jason Bond. It's on sale until Monday. He's starting a new one on Monday as well. So you also get in on the new one. He runs multiple of these simultaneously, which is really cool. So he runs like Journey A, which is this one, Journey B, which is this one right here, which the last time I looked was complete winners as well. So he'd gone up 205%, which is crazy. And now he's starting Journey C, which starts on Monday, and you really want to get in on that. It's only $5.99 for a year, I think, which is just insanely good value. You need to learn how to do these spreads. Super easy. You just sell one put, buy one put. It's really easy. So definitely check it out. I'll leave a link in the description where you can go until Monday to get access to any of the Raging Bull services. LottoX included, small account Journey included, any of them for 70% off. It's really cool. Anyway, hopefully that's helpful, and I'll talk to you guys soon.